Oh, is this a hairball? Oh my God. $60 for this new backpack.
White viscous fluid.
The witch's house has arrived. There's a yarn ball in the tree. You got the burning blade right there. Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another massive Halloween Horror Nights 2025 update. Our Gordon Savior has returned. LiL BOO merch just dropped. Mel's Die-In merch just dropped. Massive construction updates. We're also gonna be talking about why the WWE Wyatt 6 house might be the best IP house for this year. And guys, we are about to hit 77,000 subscribers, which is insane. If you didn't know, we are so close to kind of like dethroning the official HHN YouTube channel. Half of you guys currently are not subscribed who watch the videos. We have a little challenge now. If we hit 76,000, we're gonna have a reward to show you guys, 78,000 and then 80,000. So I own one of the largest HHN collections in the world. So I'm gonna reveal like a jaw-dropping artifact to you guys, every single one of those tiers that we hit. Like your mind is gonna be blown. I promise it'll be worth the wait, but we got this. But on that note, it is time to talk about the Halloween Horror Night shirt of the day. We're gonna go back to Halloween Horror Night 2022. I love this shirt so much. There's so many great Easter eggs within it. So on that note, let's show off the commercial.
We gotta move fast. We're gonna get to all the haunted houses tonight. Food first, then monsters.
Monsters? Guys, relax. None of this is real.
You did not just get pizza fries on my jacket. I'm out.
Guys?
Perfect.
I can't believe you actually enjoy this.
I love this.
Seriously? Fake. Not real. Okay, that's definitely not real.
Best house yet. Oh, awesome.
Step into the horror classic, Halloween. The Weekend. After Hours Nightmare. And more. Summon your Scream Squad to Universal's Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay, welcome back. Right over here by the stage, the stairs have returned. They were missing yesterday, but they're back. Stairs were missing and have returned. And then also, guess who's about to return finally to Universal Studios Hollywood?
I think it's John Murdy right there. John.
So then John tweeted out this, beginning the long journey back to LA to get HHN up and running. 4-hour bus ride, 11-hour flight, horror never sleeps. Spent my last night in Ireland letting my kids practice their makeup skills on me. I looked like Mrs. Doubtfire as I introduced them to This Is Spinal Tap. Classic. So yeah, Murdy's finally coming to work on location. As you know, he just kind of like Zoom calls in throughout the entire year. So now he's actually gonna be on site as we drive around in his little golf cart. All right, so over here, this piece has been finished. They still have to finish over here. They still have to finish the bottom part. As you can see, they still have to add the aging and distressing like that they have over on there. And then the podcast, there's something coming for this year. I will say that, there's something coming. I don't know when it's gonna drop, but something's coming for this year's HHN podcast. Okay, so let's head into 5 and Dime, show off all the new Mel's Die-In merch, the Little Boo merch, and then every single Wyatt 6 shirt is sold out. But we did get the stained glass piece back. They restocked the stained glass piece, so if you need that, it's in 5 and Dime right now. They also added this kind of dirtied cloth over the poster, but it's all just the 5 night shirts. Here's the merch. Bad news, as you know, Little Boo was overnight sensation. The fame got to his head. He had a little too much booger sugar, had to get a little nose job. This is not the Little Boo nose. This is not where it goes. Let me show you. All right, so $35, we're gonna have this tank top. Now Little Boo's nose is kind of like in the center of his head. You know when you see the new Shrek animation, you're like, something's off with this design. The nose should be lower. This is not where Little Boo's nose is. There's gonna be these gargoyles surrounding it, the cats in the trees, all the different roots and vines. There's nothing on the back, so that'll be the tank top. So then we got a little kid shirt here, be a green shirt, be a different design. So you're gonna have the gargoyle on top of Little Boo. But again, the nose is just off. It does not look right. But on the bottom, it'll say Realm of the Pumpkin. And it kind of has that kind of plasticky feel to it, which I like. And then it'll have Little Boo hidden right there. Then on the back, it'll say Halloween Horror Nights 2025. At $28, they have a little art piece display. I kind of like this. It's got that old kind of 90s design when you move it a little bit. Little Boo blinks, and then the leaves move a little bit on it. $14, you're gonna have Little Boo here on this like little rubber piece. Say Halloween Horror Nights 2025. On the strap, it'll say Realm of the Pumpkin. $60 for this new backpack. So it looks kind of like the pillow plush we've seen before. Little Boo is sprouting some hair, it looks like. So there's a stem. The little spider webs are inside of his eye. Now there's a zipper on it. Now inside the bag, they're gonna have a blue design of Little Boo with spider webs. Put this design on a shirt. I kind of like the colorway with that. This is gonna be the front, then we're gonna come to the back. You're gonna have a little handle right here. There's gonna be the vines on it, and it'll say Little Boo. But see, look, right down there, the nose is where a nose is supposed to be. So you're gonna have the straps right there. But the problem is, it's this material where if you're gonna sweat, it's gonna absorb the sweat, and if it's gonna rain, it's gonna like turn into a sponge. I think it's cool, but I don't know how practical it is in the Orlando climate. $27, the mug has returned. Now this showed up very, very late in the season, and then I went to the discount store, but now it's here as if it's a new piece of merch. $27, you got a Little Boo mug, the little topper comes off. $40, we have some pajama pants. They almost kind of feel like yoga pants a little bit. 50% polyester, 50% cotton. So it's gonna breathe a little bit, but you have the gargoyles on it, the Little Boo, the bats, the spider webs, and then kind of cat eyes, but it says Little Boo in vines. $33, we're gonna have the adult gray shirt. It'll say Realm of the Pumpkin on the bottom, and then on the back it'll say Halloween Horror Nights 2025. $23, we're gonna have the Realm of the Pumpkin candle. All right, let's see how Little Boo smells. Kind of reminds me of like the smell of Michael's. When you walk into Michael's during the fall time, it's like that, but subtle. So $23 for the little candle. $12 for the keychain. It'll say Mel's Die-In right there. Then on the back, in pink font, it'll say Halloween Horror Nights. $16 for the Mel's Die-In pin. It says, we are dying to serve you. $25 for the little decorative mirror sign. Now it does have a spot where you can attach it to some nails on the wall, but it'll say, good time, great food, Mel's. We are dying to serve you. $8 for a little decal set or a little sticker set. You have one of the roller skate servers. You're gonna have this milkshake with the eyeball in it, the Mel's Die-In, the jukebox, some finger fries, and some finger and intestine and eyeball burgers. $75. I really like this bag. So you have, you know, the head being served up on a platter. There's the server, the Mel's Die-In in the back. It's got a good amount of space on it. The zipper has like the fry design on it. And then on the back, it'll have the checker design. You can see inside, it's got the design of the shakes and the fries and everything. I like this because like a Loungefly, a lot of them are too thick and they don't fit into lockers very well. This you can store pretty well, and it's not a Loungefly. It's gonna be like a universal bag, but $75 for the bag. $33, I will be getting this shirt. It glows in the dark. Good times, great food, Mel's, and then we're dying to serve you. Then it has the actual address, 6000 Universal Boulevard, Orlando, Florida. It's a great little shirt. So Mel's merch, I'm digging. Little Boo, I'm kind of digging the merch. I don't think I'm gonna get any yet, but Mel's I'm definitely gonna get. All right, we're over here by the stage. It looks about the same. You know, the character triggers were installed last night. See what's going on over here. Did they add anything to this like mystery hole on the stairs? No, same old, same old. And now over on this stage, this character trigger, it's kind of hidden. Be all the way over there behind the railing. So the performer will be there, hit the trigger, and the sound effect and light effect will happen. But the other stages, they're either in the center or in the corner. This one is going to be right next to the railing. See if there's anything new over by the HHN bar. Nothing new over in the HHN bar, and the covering is still down to protect the screen. Maybe they might put that back tonight, but the covering for that one is still on. All right, so they had a temporary bar here for like 2 days, and now the bar is back open. We're heading into 9 Crooked Lane now. We figured out the store yesterday. They released the pages. Now they've added vines and everything, and I don't know what type of plants these are. It's not corn though, which is good. But they also added little cats down here, right out front. And they added all these vines kind of covering everything. It's interesting to see kind of the layering that they do with all the different foliage. How like one night they'll do this, then they'll add this, then they'll add these leaves and this and that. And it slowly just evolves into something truly immersive. So you come over here, there's another cat on the gate. You have some more of those little creepy children, little Halloween decorations. The fake fall leaves are there. And you come down here, there's even a pumpkin shoved right in there. Then you come around here, and they added this plant, and then from here, this is where the vines are coming from. Oh, it's interesting. So it's not a fake plant, it's all a real plant that they're using to cover everything. It even covers the light fixture right there, but it all starts from this actual plant, and they're working it all over. And then over here, what is this? I don't know what this is, but it's there kind of holding this sort of garland up, it looks like. So I cannot wait to see this illuminated during the nighttime. So they added that stuff, and also they added more stuff over here. So on the bike, they've added, again, some of those vines with the tall grass, and they've added these plants next to the tall grass. So it truly looks like you're entering into this like overgrown area that you're not supposed to be in. All the little vines are covering the light fixture up there, and then along the giant gate, they added some more little yarn pumpkins, some like some straw. Here's a bunch of pumpkins down here. They're all molted and moldy and gross. Natural plants that they're using. That's awesome. This looks about the same. Here's the plant, and it's all coming from there, and they're placing it with zip ties all around this area. They had his stuffing coming out, but now there's claw marks. It looks a little more natural. And then down here, there's a little pumpkin, like a spooky haunted house. We got the jack-o'-lantern. We got a milk bottle. So that's gnarly, just this like giant milk bottle. It just reminds me of Homelander a little bit. So they've kind of moved the tall grass around a little bit, blended in a little bit more. Still have the tall grass over here covering everything. Here's the storybook, and let's see if there's anything over here that's changed. This looks about the same, but then you have a rake here. So it looks like the witch is ready to do some great gardening. She really takes care of her place. This got added last night. This looks about the same, but there has been some changes over here. Come around here. They've added all these branches. When you see the storybook, they've added all of this, and they've added little lights. There's 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights that'll illuminate the book during the nighttime. So when you're walking through the scare zone, you'll be able to actually read the book because they're gonna have lights shining on it now. And over here we have some more Homelander special. All the dirty clothes are just nasty. They're just like all ripped up. They're all muddied. I just love update season and like sharing this with you guys because you get to see the natural evolution of these scare zones where it's like, oh, these details then get added. You're like, oh, that's good. Then there's more. Then they add more. And you're like, oh, that's good. They're done. And then they add more. And then they surprise you with more detail. I always love seeing just like the beginning to end version of these scare zones. See if there's anything new over here. This looks about the same as yesterday. They moved things around maybe a little bit, but the tall grass and all the props look to be about the same. But underneath this page, they did add the lights. So they're gonna have a light there and then a light there shining on the page. Over here, they have a little rocker and they have some more milk. They added some more milk there and then some more milk right here. But then this poor little ghosty, Universal actually named this ghost. So Matt tweeted out, so what are we naming this ghost? And then the official Halloween Horror Nights channel responds with, Helga. Well, they're not a fan of Helga, apparently. So now, this is how they treat him. They just shove a giant branch over him. Doc, I have a question for you. Oh, is it safe to keep milk out in this weather? It's 104 out.
Oh, great Scott, no, that must be some other sort of white viscous fluid. Yes, indeed. Great Scott, here's as though it's melted through the bottom of the jar, adhering it to this crate. Wait, hold on, step back. No, everyone, step back.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. All right, no radiation. You're safe.
Don't drink it?
No, of course not. Don't drink it.
Okay.
No, indeed. You're not to be a scientist to know that. Did you hear what I said? It melted through the glass and it's now adhered to the crate. I'll see you in the future. All
right, some subtle changes over here. Here's like is this an ammo crate that got added? They've added more of the yarn that looks like, honestly, intestines everywhere. So they just have it kind of strewn all around. This little pumpkin is very excited. All the yarn is kind of everywhere. They've added one of the little pony toys. A little drum got added last night. And they've moved this around a little bit, it looks like, but now there's this massive orange plastic skeleton that has appeared. It looks like the vines and foliage is kind of taking it over. It's like inside the rib cage and everything, and some more toys got added down here. So we're gonna have like a little bubble wand, some more plushes, and then a spooky tree coffin. And they've added all this kind of foliage all over this area. We have a cauldron now, and there's the tall grass coming out of the cauldron. And then there's a new jacket that's appeared. Here's a big old yarn ball right there. And then here's like a little kid costume. There's another gas can down here, another gas can there. Something got taken here, probably a jar of milk. I feel like Doc probably took that. Just more dirty clothes.
But it's like, why would you put something in concrete? Yeah. Like,
it's all been ripped up. R.I.P. the Oddfellow symbol. This looks about the exact same. They've added a yarn ball over here, just a giant cat toy. They're human-sized cats, so they need larger cat toys to play with. Another costume piece got added. What the heck is that? Oh, I thought it was like a weird-looking tomato. I think it's some sort of giant hacky sack ball. What do you think, Mr. Pumpkin? What is it? Some more muddy toys and shoes have appeared. On the other story page, you're gonna have the lights right there on each side illuminating the page. Then over here we got some more milk. Got a little pumpkin right there, but the milk is right there. They've added some more costume pieces. This was like a dinosaur costume and a little rubber ball down there. This little pumpkin is just trying to hide from all the madness. He's got the leaves around him. And then we have some more costumes that were added, more torn up little plushes, and then another giant yarn ball. And then over here is just a wall of yarn over some dirty clothes. We got some more milk down there. Even the yarn is going through this mask. I feel uncomfortable looking at that for some reason. Over here, there's gonna be another jar of milk that got added. And then on this bicycle, they added this skull mask. Now the skull mask looks kind of like the child on the page if you look closely. They've added a ripped up backpack right there, some more shoes. They've now added clothes inside here with this massive yarn ball. I'm interested to see what props the scare actor cats are gonna have. All right, we're heading over here now. They've added a bunch of larger props also. Oh, is this a hairball? Oh my God. It's a human-sized vomit hairball next to a rat. You got the little rat down there, a giant cat toy. Again, this is all made to be human-sized, but I don't know if a human can sit on top of this perch. They added like some little bits of cat hair in there. They got the big ball of yarn and then all the yarn intestines running through the tree. Did the cats get to Elton John? There's like a boa up here. Oh, you know what this is? This is like, you know, the little cat toy thing where it's like on a stick. That's what that is. I thought it was a boa. So that got added. So they're just running it all through this whole little mini scare zone. Another little cat toy here. Another little cat toy here. They've added the yarn all over here with the scratched fence. And there's the massive yarn ball up there. It almost looks like one of those roadside attractions, like the biggest rubber band ball. But it's like the biggest human-sized cat toy. And then we have another one of the little cat toys right there. I like that the yarn ball even goes into the tree up there. See if there's anything new around here. Have they added the scare actor triggers yet? They added the tall grass to kind of hide the electrical that was back here. They added them. If you look right there, you're gonna see the scare actor trigger. I'm gonna try to get a better angle of it, but the scare actor's gonna hit that and then it'll hit the light and the sound effect. All right, so from this angle, you can get a better shot of the scare actor trigger right there. It'll be right in there. For this boo hole, you can see right there is also going to be the other scare actor trigger. Let's see where this one is. So it looks like it's placed to the right because most people are right-handed, so the scare actor can hit it. This one's kind of hard to see. If you look right there, that's going to be the scare actor trigger right in there. All right, so over here, they also added more pumpkins into the trees. But look over here, there's a little pink yarn ball in the tree. So the cat brought it all the way up there on the tree. But over here, there's another yarn ball in between the trees. So, oh, there's another one. There's just all sorts of giant yarn balls in the trees now. So if you look right over here, there's a yarn ball in the tree. The witch's house has arrived. The performer will come out here. They kind of have a little bit of a mesh curtain on it. They're gonna add some more details inside. They even like detailed the wall. If you look closely, they distress the inside of the wall. It's gonna be like a bluish house. The witch has not kept it up very well. This house is massive. Holy crap. Yeah, you can see right in. Look at that. Oh, they're still building. Look, there's the sidings over there. So you'll be able to look in here and see what's happening, it looks like. This is massive. Oh yeah, there's a couple more panels they gotta add right there. But if you come around, It's even detailed back here. This is probably about like 15 feet tall. This looks like an actual house when it's gonna be done. So the performer will go in there. I don't think you understand how big this is. All right, so like I'm 6 foot, right? So we're right there. The house keeps going. Look at that. So now it's time for a yellow tweet time. As you know, Michael's one of the biggest WWE fans out there. So passionate about this project. I think this is gonna be the best IP house. The way everybody's been talking about it for the past couple months. It's getting a proper budget, proper vision. I think the Wyatt 6 house will be the best IP house, and then El Artista will be the best original house. Let's go over some Michael's tweets, just kind of like talking about it. Okay, so Michael said this. Okay, so this one. There's been some lifelong passions of mine, obviously horror being one. Another is professional wrestling, specifically WWE. I love it so much. The pageantry, the spectacle, the stories. It truly was the door to showmanship and theater to me. Good versus evil, face and heel, the bones of storytelling. And when the passion melded with horror, you couldn't pry me away from the TV or the live shows. This brings me to Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. Really, Wyndham, Rotunda, his characters captivated me. I'm a diehard Firefly, his storytelling, his use of the genre, everything. In 2019, I posted my excitement for his return, and he responded. And so began some back and forth in our messages about possibilities. He loved horror. He also loved Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. He, like a lot of wrestlers, frequent our event, which is mind-blowing to me. These short DM conversations of us always led to someday or one day by both of us. Someday never came, as Wyndham tragically passed away in 2023, devastating to all his professional legacy, indelibly defined as an amazing creator, storyteller, and performer. June 17th, 2024, Wyndham's brother Taylor, aka Uncle Howdy, picked up his brother's lantern and revealed the Wyatt 6. Fully realized manifestation of Bray's stories and personas and emotions, all within his new horror-based faction. That night, they destroyed the WWE backstage area in what can only be described as a sequence that looked like one of our haunted houses. That night, as soon as the episode concluded, I reached out to a longtime friend in WWE, Marty Miller, and the ball started rolling. This haunted house is a tribute to all things Wyatt. Uncle Howdy, Abby the Witch, Huskus the Pig, Ramblin' Rabbit, Mercy the Buzzard. It's a tribute to Bray and the Fiend. You will walk through the door and into the lantern's light, experience the massacre of Monday Night Raw. You will walk within the Firefly Funhouse and then into the horrific nightmares of all these characters. For those that love WWE, there are Easter eggs galore. For those who haven't experienced these characters, just think of this as a gateway original house that is everything HHN is about. Our entire team, most being hardcore WWE fans, looking at you, Ramon and Jordan, just to name a few, have poured themselves into this. Getting to collaborate with Rob, guru of the creative for WWE, and Taylor, Howdy himself, has been a dream. Recreating the amazing designs from Bacon Jason, creating new media for the experience. We're even featuring a never heard before version of the Shattered theme from Jamie Morgan. There is so much and some surprises. The collaboration has been fantastic between us, Halloween Horror Nights, and WWE. This house is a dream come true for me, the fans, and everyone who loved horror and wrestling, and all of those who will. Someday is now. This one is for you, Bray Wyatt. Thank you. Let us in. And then Ramon said this doesn't happen without you, brother. Forever grateful to have gone on this journey with you. And then Michael says, grateful for you and your talent and passion for all of this. All right, let's head over to the facade, see how it's looking. I will say my camera is like overheating in this heat. All right, here's a little update on the Pony Express building. If you look below the Pony Express, they're adding some details right there. It looks like some sort of wheel on the side of that building. You see like that copper looking wheel. They finished the porch, all the distressing and kind of the paint peeling on the porch. Cones out there. There's a prop piece right there. I don't know where that's going. But you know what? The wheel is not on the building. The wheel is like for a rope for the well. I got a little bridge update. What's happening? They've added a little bit from last night, but nothing crazy yet. They have some long pieces of wood they're running for like the actual bridge portion. They have added a tarp right there. As you know, they took down kind of the big logo that was on there. Andrew, what's about to happen?
What's about to happen?
Yeah.
What I've been waiting for all darn day. I mean, listen, the Burning Blade Tavern Pin.
Into the Tonight Shop we go. So if you come here to the register, just show them your annual pass, they'll scan it and then give you the new annual pass holder button. Here's the new little button. You got the Burning Blade right there. I like a little bit of singe marks that they have on it, like it's been burning up. And on the back, this is what it's going to say. Burning Blades in Darkmoor, the iconic windmill where the mob rescued Victoria Frankenstein's great great-great-grandfather. Frankenstein is their name, not the monsters. It lures you, and inside the monster hunters share heroic stories over hearty fare. All right, let's see what's popped up over here. Looks the exact same from yesterday. There's another big structure that popped up over there. The gates have been kind of like ripped open almost. They're not like how they used to be. There's also like an altar here. So you're gonna have the performer come in here, and there's gonna be some sort of altar experience happening. And then this just appeared last night. All right, so over here, this is the new structure. Again, the gates have all been kind of ripped up. There's no entrance for the scare actor. The other spot has that way for the scare actor to get in, so this is probably just extra theming. So we'll get props and stuff here, but there's not gonna be a performer here inside this new little area. Then the other one, oh, it's the same way. There's no way for the performer to get into this one. So there's only one of these little areas that a performer can enter into, and it's that one right there. Also, it looks like right here, you can see the branches going up, but then it's just like a straight cut. I think they're gonna have branches going through the stained glass, because also right there, there's a straight cut and it will go through the stained glass. I think that's what they're gonna do. Coming over here, same thing. Look, it's flat. They'll add extra additives to make it look like these branches are going through the stained glass. And then also over there, and then also right here, there's 3 spots for the branches to go up through the stained glass. So we'll probably see that pop up maybe tonight or later this week. Stairs have also reappeared on the stage. They went missing yesterday. All right, we made the city walk. Time for everyone's favorite dirt update. They take a little bit of dirt away. They're leveling the ground a little bit. Guessing the coaster will go through like right there. Over here, they've been just ripping up more concrete. Remember, they tore up the stairs and everything. Looks like they installed all the pipes. I don't see any more pipes there. It's 100-something degrees out, so the teams kind of slow down during the daytime. There's not much action happening right now. It's time to go over the next section inside the Super Nintendo World Store. All right, next section to go over today is kind of a cosplay section. Now, we've shown off this hat a bunch. $42 for the Luigi hat, $70 for the Luigi hoodie. So you wear it, and oh, it even has a little cap. Oh, that's great. On the hood, it's got the little cap that Luigi wears. $29, you can pick up some Luigi gloves. $55, they had the little kid kind of cosplay hoodie. $42 for the Mario hat, and then $70 for the long sleeve cosplay Mario hoodie. And then for the hood, it'll have his cap. $55 for the little kid Mario hoodie. Next section complete. Till tomorrow. All right, it's time to go back to the office. Okay, guys, we're back in the office. Crazy week. So many massive construction updates. We're gonna be filming another one tomorrow. I will be taking Sunday off. I kind of need to rest a little bit because these videos take like 10 to 15 hours to produce every single day, but there's a big week ahead of us. Lots of construction updates, you know, new merch dropping, and then before we know it, we are at Horror Unleashed. On that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm going to keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all. I'll see y'all very soon.
White viscous fluid.
Over here they have a little rocker, and they have some more